Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
King, Phil King.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He runs with it.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
That's good.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Brian Branch in on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be third down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And the Lions are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A second down throw for Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Goff. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That his first touchdown this year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. First carry for the Auburn O-line. Tank Bigsby. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Once again, it's Barkley. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had an end. He does. 1st down.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on 4th down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on 3rd.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw, Hurts. Headed left, buying time. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
A run, it's Bigsby. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
1st down.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time, they try Barkley. And this time, he will work his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. but it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Kalif Raymond to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set, let go. Here's a design run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Cross pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
No touch. 180, 180. Silver, check. No touch.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Good. No touch.
Now, Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Hurts. And that is incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Deep for the Lions, Kalif Raymond. And some nifty running on the return to get some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
He was brought down by Zach Bourne. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
What's up?
A handoff, Gibbs running left. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Hey, 70, 180.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
13 yards.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
What? Hey, down.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
It's been a really impressive drive up until this point. I really like the way the offensive line looks, Mike. And here on this last 3rd down, they pick up just enough. Fresh set of downs. Brings up 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal.
180. 4 down. What?
Here's Gibbs. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal.
180. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Louis.
Now Goff. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And that's going to move them closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go once more from the 3. 3rd and goal. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Eagles 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Lions call their first timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
That's good.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. It's 3rd and 4. Now Hurts. Now a shot here, deep middle. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And that'll set up 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs.
Go. By 20. 12.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go for Raymond. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Raymond now to return it. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. He'll push forward for about a yard. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
He managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop. It is 2nd and 6. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. go.
Now, this looks like a design run. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A run here with Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And the Lions are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I like that call on 3rd down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on 3rd down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating 3rd down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with 3rd down run.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Eagles 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. Past midfield to the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. It is a big play for the Eagles. 59 yards.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion.
63, 60.
Saquon going to try to run it in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Eagles 13. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Raymond now to return it.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Detroit.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They hand it to Gibbs. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
To return, it's Jackson. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's complete. Tight end got it. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting for 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Third down, they need 5.
Hey, easy, 63, pass.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And the defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Hurts to throw. That's taken in, and they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that be a bit of a letdown.
The 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Barkley. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Dotson. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Eagles.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Here comes 2nd down. Hurts now. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
15 yards.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Barkley. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and goal.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Raymond now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Brings up second.
Here comes second and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.